What's up you guys, it's Nasim here. Now I've been using the Galaxy S21 FE for about a month now, and after using it for an extended amount of time, there was one statement that I feel wraps up the S21 FE pretty perfectly. And that statement is, I think that the S21 FE is the best phone in the S21 lineup if you want a phone at a cheaper price. And I say that because when you think about it, the Galaxy S21 FE is a more updated version of the regular S21. It has a better camera, a bigger battery, has a slightly bigger display, all while being cheaper than the regular S21. And now in the tech community, a lot of people had many criticisms against the S21 FE because the price was comparable to the S21. But if I'm being honest, the S21 FE is a better phone and is actually priced very well. And I think that the biggest mistake that Samsung did with the S21 FE is not the price, it's not the specs, and it's not the software. I instead think that they released it at the absolute worst time. Because think about it, the Galaxy S21 released in January of 2021. So that means that Samsung had the perfect opportunity to cash in on that S21 hype and release the FE in the summer. But they didn't. And the reason as to why I think that this was a horrible time to release it is because the eye for the S21 series has completely died down. Everyone in the Samsung Galaxy community is thinking about what the S22 series will bring and are mentally over the phone with last year's name. And that's why I think that the S21 FE will go down as one of the most underrated, underappreciated phones of 2022 because it was released at the time where not a single person was expecting it. And I want you guys to know something. The Galaxy S21 FE is a great phone at an amazing price, and I'm still going to share some of my great experiences with it for the people who might want to consider it as their main phone. Now, the first thing that I loved about my Galaxy S21 FE was the truly amazing 6.4-inch flat display that I think is one of the best that you can get for this price range. The vibrancy was at an all-time high, the colors were very accurate, the resolution was comparable to top-tier flagships, and the whole experience was something that I honestly didn't expect and really surprised me. Now, something else that I really loved about the display was the fact that whenever I was outside and turned up the max brightness, I had absolutely no trouble seeing anything as opposed to a lot of other phones. Like right here, you can see my view of how it looks when it's outside in the sun, and there was never a time where I had to complain about it. Every time I was outside, the S21 FE made my phone experience easier. And the size was also something that was great about the S21 FE, and I will say that it was a little bigger than the S21, but if I'm being honest, I will say that in terms of size, both phones are very similar to each other. Also, due to the screen's great vibrancy, I really enjoy watching different shows and cartoons on it since it made it even more colorful and nice to watch. Like right here, you can see me watching Teen Titans, and the vibrancy was out of this world along with the great resolution. And to give you guys an idea of how great the screen is, I decided to show myself playing games and watching cartoons so you can see how well it does. Now, the next thing that I loved about my Galaxy S21 FE after using it for a month was the pretty amazing battery. Now, I will usually get about 3 to 5 hours of on-screen time with the S21 FE, which was a good amount of battery usage, and I feel like the phone was able to handle that amount really well. I will be doing things like watching YouTube videos, watching movies, playing games, scripting videos, surfing the web, and many other things that the average person would do on their phone. And I will end my day with about 20% battery left, which was pretty good for a cheaper phone. And I will also put it on low power mode and lower the 120Hz refresh rate to 60Hz, which definitely helped my battery last longer. Also, I really like the fast charging on the S21 FE. Like there will be times where I forgot to charge my phone and will end up charging it while I was getting ready. And by the time I was done and ready to go to work, my phone would be on 100%, which was pretty great for me. Now, the next thing that I really loved about my Galaxy S21 FE after about a month was how well it was able to run the software. Like right here, you can see me scrolling through the OS and there were no hiccups whatsoever. The phone isn't laggy, I didn't get any crashes, and the phone overall ran really smooth without me having to restart it. Even when I was playing heavy games like Call of Duty Mobile, you can see that there's no lags and I'm able to play my game as smooth as possible. It also helped that my phone didn't get really hot, which was a huge problem on other phones in the price range. I also really like the fact that whenever I would multitask, none of the apps that I used were crashing. Whenever I would click on a new app, it had no problem switching. And whenever I wanted to combine apps, my phone would do it exactly how I wanted it. And the small things like that were the reason why I think that the S21 FE is an amazing phone with an amazing price. Because when you think about it, you're getting a great experience without having to pay $1,000. Now, the next thing that I really loved about my Galaxy S21 FE after about a month was the pretty great cameras. Now, the camera on the S21 FE was definitely an underrated piece of hardware, and even though that it isn't as great as the S21 Ultra, I will still be bold and say that it's pretty close. Like when we look at the daytime outside photos, we can see that the pictures were definitely something that you would get on the best smartphones in the market. The skies were very clear and vibrant, trees were true to color while also being very sharp. The camera was able to add in a lot of light while making the photos feel more natural, and my face was color accurate but still could use some work. Now when we look at the daytime inside photos, I would definitely say that they didn't disappoint. Whenever the lighting was right, my selfies came out very nice, the colors were very accurate, and I overall got really good picture vibes. And the only thing that I would say the camera needs work on is the graininess whenever the lighting isn't good. Like right here, you can see those specks of grain, which hinders the picture quality. Now when we look at the outside nighttime photos, I would say that this is where I was surprised because the pictures came out better than I expected. The colors were very accurate, my skin color was a little lighter, so that aspect of the camera needs work, and the skies and objects look very convincing, which is great because I didn't use the flash. Now when we look at the nighttime inside photos, I would say that this is where the camera performed at its worst. Like right here, you can see the graininess, which lowers the quality. The pictures got better once I turned the lights on, but if I'm being honest, they still didn't hit as good as the other three environments, which was pretty disappointing. Now when it came to video quality on the S21 FE, I would say that this is another mode where the camera was able to shine. And to show you guys what I mean, here are some examples of different videos that I took. And there it is, you guys, my final review on the Galaxy S21 FE. Now let me know down below, when do you think that Samsung should have released the S21 FE? Let me know. And if you guys made it to the end of this video, I would like to say thank you for sticking around. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe. It will be very appreciated. And as far as social media, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.